John, do you think you're going to go ahead and do it?
I don't know. It's illegal. I don't want to get in trouble.
Still, who cares? You're an educator. Your job as a teacher is to enrich the minds of your students. Whether that means going against a false law, whether that means going against something that's unethical, so be it. But your job as a teacher, your primary duty as an educator, is to give their students the truth in whatever the matter is. So I think you should go ahead and teach evolution.
But if I break the law and teach them the truth, I'll get fired. So, I don't know, then I can't teach them anything.
So are you going to go ahead and do it?
All right, I'll do it. Okay, class, today we're learning about evolution. And this is a monkey. Monkeys turned into people, right? Everything we know about creationism isn't true. This is how it worked. Step 1, step 2. Hey, students.
Hey, Mr. Sales. May I approach the witness?
Yes.
Can you please identify this?
I believe this to be the Butler Act.
Can you please state for the court what the Butler Act specifically says?
It is unlawful to teach any theory that denies the story of the divine creations taught by the Bible, and to teach instead that man was descended from a lower order of animals.
May this be taken into the court as evidence, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ms. Mitchell, I just have a few questions for you. Number one, could you describe to the court the previous relationship that you guys had prior to this date and this event, what you guys had with Mr. Scopes as a biology teacher, as a professional?
Well, he was a good teacher. We enjoyed his class. He was really fun and taught us the material well.
Could you also describe to the court how exactly the discussion about evolution and theory proposed by Charles Darwin came about? Did you guys ask him about the origin of life? Or were you guys unprompted? Was he unprompted and just decided to go on a rant about the theory of evolution?
Well, someone brought up the topic in class, but
Could you identify exactly who, or are you still not aware? Or do you not
I
remember?
don't remember specifically who.
Okay, so the witness does not, for the record, remember exactly who brought up the issue. Are you guys 100% sure that he was describing solely the theory of Charles Darwin as if it was true fact, or was he simply stating a proposed theory and a different side of the story?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Okay. And also, was there any tainting or previous bias as far as this testifying that you're doing right now? Was that prompted intentionally by my client, Mr. Scopes, or is that just solely out of your desire to be here and testify in front of the court?
I've had previous contact with Mr. Scopes, yes.
So for the record, Ms. Mitchell has had previous contact with my client, Mr. Scopes. So, Ms. Mitchell, what exactly was discussed between you and my client, Mr. Scopes, prior to this meeting, as far as the testimony and witnessing is concerned?
He confronted me and told me to testify against him because he wanted to be found guilty so he could appeal to the Supreme Court.
Okay, let that be in record for the court that Ms. Mitchell was approached by my client, Mr. Scopes, with previous intent. So, no further questions.
The jury will now deliberate. Will the defendant please rise? I hereby sentence you to a $200 fine to be due by next month.
Wait, it just did the busy thing. I think my finger might have slipped. So we got the end of her saying, so it cut off at the beginning of your question.
Say, ask the next question.
Just start with your second question, but stand right there. It'll be fine. Yeah, sorry.